Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, my new issue ACCA classes. This is the day 2 of the variance analysis, and in today's video we will discuss the variance related to material. In the previous video I have discussed the variance of cells 1. So in case you haven't missed out that video, you can still access it from the playlist available on my YouTube channel at free of cost. So if we look at the what we discussed yesterday, in the previous video, is the meaning of variance analysis and the important things that we need to focus on the variance part, and this is the sales variance and the interpretation causes of the sales variance. So these are the things which we have covered in the previous video. Video we will discuss the material variance, and again in the material variance, if the question asks to calculate the simply material variance or they ask you to calculate the total material variance, in that case you mean to calculate material price variance along with the material use variance. And remember, this is for the basic, F2 student, this will be useful. So I have mentioned here the formula to calculate the material variance, and this basic is especially used for the F2. For F5 student, more advanced version of material variance is calculated, which we discuss on the later part. So if we talk about the basic, there is a two case when we purchase the material and we use that whole purchase quantity in the production. That means there is no closing inventory. And in other case, where the purchase material is not wholly used, there is still some material left in the inventory, that is the closing inventory. So we will discuss the two part for the basic. So this is the first case where the purchase is equal to uses. That means there will be no closing stock, right? In that case, what we need to do is, first of all, write down SP, SP and AP, then SQ, AQ and AQ. So see, first two will be SP, SP and last two will be AQ, AQ is same. And here you will be SQ and AP is different. So you need to remember this chain. And the difference of first two is your material use variance. That's why I have written there A minus B, that is SP minus SQ minus SP minus SP into AQ. Then taking the common SP, this will be the formula, and this is for the material use variance. And for last two difference, the last two difference means B minus C will be your material price variance. Okay. So that was the case for when your purchase is equal to uses, means there is no closing stock. But when purchase is not equal to uses, you need to double the SP into AQ, and one will be for the use quantity and one will be for the quantity we purchase. Okay, and ABC term I have given to show the calculation part. So remember this one, in case purchase is not equal to uses, उस केस में हम लोग बाकी सब चीज सेम होगा as compared to purchase is equal to uses. The only difference is हम लोग को ये दो बार लिखना पड़ेगा SP into AQ, SP into AQ. क्यों? Because one AQ is for the material used in the production and one AQ is for the purchase quantity. Remember, पहले uses होगा तभी purchase होगा. You can't alter this two, otherwise answer wrong आएगा. So difference of again first two will be your material I think it has been gone. Yeah, material uses variance, and the last two will be your material price variance. And difference of these two will be your closing stock, and which I forget to mention here. So this is for the F2 student, and this is the basic. Alright. So if we talk about F5 student, let's first complete this one, the interpretation. If we are calculating the material price variance, what does it mean? So it means company is analyzing the impact on the profit when company pay more or less than the expected price of the material purchase, right? And Again, if situation is better than we expected, in that case it will be favorable, and if the situation is worse than expected, it will be adverse. If similarly, if we talk for the uses variance, it calculates the effect on the profit of using different quantity of raw material from the expected one for actual profit achieved. Again, if situation is better, then it will be favorable, and if worse, in that case it will adverse. Yeah. So now let's understand what leads to cause the material price variance. The formula is here. So now if we buy the poor quality of material, then its price will be lower as compared to the expensive ones. So in that case, our actual selling price will be lower than the standard, and this will lead to the favorable material price variance. Again, if you are getting the discount, if you are purchasing the material in the bulk, so supplier offered you a good amount of discount, in that case your actual price will be lower than the selling price, and again this will lead to the favorable situation. And again, if you have switched the supplier and supplier is supplying with cheaper quality of material at the lower price, again it will be favorable situation. So basically, favorable situation arise when your actual purchase price is lower than the standard one, and when it would be lower, and these are the situation that you need to look into the question or the scenario given. Okay, so now if we talk about the adverse one, what would it would be? So adverse means your negative, like worse situation. That means you paid actually higher price as compared to the standard one. So that would lead to the your adverse situation. So why you are paying the higher price? So your quality might be good. That could be the reason. Or poor quality material can also be a reason why this could be a reason, in the sense like if you have buy the poor quality material, this could lead to the huge amount of wastage, and if you are doing the huge amount of wastage, that means your actual quantity used will be more as compared to the standard one, and this will also lead to the your adverse situation. Okay, so these are the situation, and I think I have forgot to remove this one. This will not be the case here. This will be in the case of the favorable situation. If supplier will not give discount, in that case it will be adverse. And again, purchasing material from the expensive supplier that are providing the good quality of material, again in that case it will be adverse. Okay. Now, causes of material use variance, like a formula for the material use variance is this one. So if we are using the high quality materials, in that case our wastage will be lower. And wastage will be lower means actual quantity used will be lower as compared to the standard one, and this could lead to the better situation what we have been expected, or what we have set the standard. So that could lead to the favorable situation. Again, more efficient use of material. More efficient use of material means like you are again, this will the same as the first one, that you are reducing the wastage quantity. That means actual quantity used is less, and that could lead to the favorable situation. And incorrect budgeting could also be the situation, like we have incorrectly like set the standard. In that case it could also be the possible reason. So now adverse, if we are purchasing the poor quality of material, as I told earlier, that means wastage will be more, and wastage will be more means your actual quantity used will be more as compared to the standard one. This means your situation is worse than what you have been expected, and that could lead to the your adverse situation. Okay, the next is less efficient use of material. Like if your labor is unskilled, untrained, then they could also lead to the wastage, more wastage. And so they're not utilizing the material in the effective way. Again, actual quantity used is more as compared to the standard one, and this could lead to the your adverse situation. So this is for the basic one, and this is especially used for the F2 student. It could be used for F5 as well, but not as important as it is for the F2 student. So for F5 student, this would be like very important, advanced variance. So formula is again same. The only difference is that we have added this one, that is SP into S mix, and in the latter of the slide I have explained each of the terms, so it will not create a confusion that what the SP means, what the SQ means, right? So here SP minus SQ, and again SP minus S mix, and SP minus AQ, and AQ is which one that we use, material which use. This is a situation where purchase is not equal to uses, that means there is closing stock. And again SP into AQ, but here AQ is the which we purchased, and last is AP into AQ, and AQ is the purchase one. Okay, and now the difference of first two is your material yield variance, and the difference of second and third is your okay, I think there is spelling mistake. Just a second, let me check it out. Yeah, this one is the mix. This one is material mix variance. Yes. Okay, so the difference of second and third is your material mix variance, and the third and fourth is your closing stock, because what we purchased we have not completely used it up, so that's why there is some stock remained, so which will be counted in this closing stock. And last two will be your price variance. And one more thing, if you subtract first and the third, it will give the uses variance. So these are for the advanced material variance for the F5 student. And when purchase is equal to uses, in that case there will be no closing stock, and this diagram will be something like this, and everything is same. The only the thing that we need to remove is the SP into AQ uses one, because there will be only one SP into AQ where usage is equal to purchase, and everything is same. Again, I forget to mention here mix. Yeah, so this is for the advanced version of material variance. Okay, so these are the term that SP means the standard price of material per unit, SQ means the standard quantity required for the actual production, and in the most of the question these value are not given, so you need to calculate. And how can we calculate? By taking this standard quantity required for the one unit and multiplying it by the actual production. Be careful, you need to find out this figure from the question, then multiply the both, then you will get the SQ value. And AQ and where I have put in the term U means actual quantity use of materials, S mix means standard mix of material for the actual uses, AQ and P means your actual quantity purchase of materials, and AP is the actual price of the material. So these are terminology for the word that I have been used in the diagram. So now interpretation. If we talk about the interpretations regarding the material mix variance, so basically this material mix variance is used to monitor the cost of material, and it also analyzes the impact on the profit when input material are used in the different proportion to the set standard. And if we talk about material yield variance, so basically it measures the efficiency of turning the input into output, and other way it analyzes the impact on the profit when different output being produced from the given input than the standard. So now if in question you have calculated the in case of mix, you have you found your mix variance is favorable. So what does that mean? So it means that, or it suggests that the higher proportion of cheaper material being used and reducing the overall average cost per unit. Similarly, if you found the material yield variance adverse, in that case it means that less output has been produced for the given input. Okay, so total input in volume is more than the expected output we achieved. Okay, and one more thing, this variance could be interrelated. That means the favorable material mix variance may lead to your adverse material a favorable material mix variance may lead to adverse material yield variance. Okay, and this could be due to the quantity being used, difference in the quality between the material used. Okay, so these are the interpretation of material mix and the yield variance. Okay, and okay, so this is for the material mix and yield. Okay, so in next video we will cover the labor variance. I will again explain the basic and advanced. Basic is used mostly in the F2, advanced are used in the F5. So for that you need to stay tuned with my channel, and please don't forget to subscribe it and share it among your friends. And thank you so much guys for watching this video. Have a good day.